What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Same Difference podcast.
Is this thing on?
Hey, friends. What's going on?
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Another Monday in this beautiful Black History Month. Another Beyonce shirt. Get into it. This is from the
I don't have a Beyonce shirt on in Black History, but I do have on a Black Brands. Shout out to Telfar.
Speaking of Black,
y'all know,
why do we both have on Black with the Cuban link? Like, what's
and y'all, we did not do this on. This was not planned
at all. At all. I love it.
Great minds, girl. You know how they go.
Yeah, true that. Anyway, how was your week?
Oh, how was my week? What I do this week? Child, all these weeks be the same to me, child. I just be, like I tell y'all every week, just trying to keep my head above water.
Understood.
This week I've been waiting. This week I've, been waiting for them taxes to hit.
Oh, I know that's right.
That's about it. Nothing spectacular. I had my godfather came in town. Let me not say godfather. I hate when people say that. My goddaddy, because that's y'all know I call people with a DDY on the end. But my goddaddy was in town. I got to go eat dinner with them on Saturday. So I got to get out of the house for that. And then other than that, that was all I did. Nothing spectacular.
Valentine's Day?
That was this past week?
Uh-huh.
What was this past week?
It's just another day? Okay. All right. Okay. You funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed watching some of the Valentine reveals and seeing what the girlies got on TikTok. I did see one girl, unfortunately, though. I don't even think this was a Valentine's Day thing. She went to go surprise her boyfriend who was out of town.
Girl, I saw that.
at his property, and come to find out he was actually at the house with his wife.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's so crazy because I had seen her video on TikTok before the blogs and stuff started posting it on socials. Mm-hmm. And she had just gone on vacation with this man. Like, they had just been like out of town together. Like, they do stuff often, and he's all over her TikTok. And I mean, face in the camera, talking, calling her babe, kissing all on her. And I'm just like, what?
Mm-hmm.
How, Sway? How?
I don't know if I said this on a previous episode, but I wish that men would go into acting instead of rapping. Because these men be acting and pretending and living double lives. And it's amazing how they manage. And it's just like, why? You actually professionally could go into acting and playing pretend and get paid for it. But no, you want to be a rapper. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, and people rap and make shit up too, but I just think when you see stuff like that, like, you know, when you're in a relationship with someone and you have a family and you step out and you're, maintaining another relationship, there's like some fake and some pretending going on. And I just think that all of that,
and you got everybody fooled. You got the wife fooled. You got the girlfriend fooled. You can really pull it off.
I mean, it's Oscar-winning performances sometimes. Mm-hmm, so I'm just putting it out there for the guys that like to, two-time. Might want to, take an acting class and see where that takes you. Get you some money if you're gonna lie and pretend.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, how was your Valentine's Day, friends? Did you have a Valentine, Pascha?
I did have a Valentine, and I had a very lovely evening. Went out to dinner, had some drinks, and then went to a new restaurant here in town for dessert, and got some beautiful flowers and candy. It was, something light, but girl,
Pascha and her Valentine sitting in a tree.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, that's enough. That's enough. It was cute. It was really nice. And it was, I had a lovely time. So, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for you, friend. I'm glad you had a good week.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. So, you're funny. Look at these shoulders, girl. So, over the weekend, I think I might have been a couple of glasses of wine in.
Okay.
And I decided I like to call them a private party. And basically, I just come home and turn on some music and kind of just dance around my apartment. And I usually play music from my phone, hook it up to the Bluetooth. But this time I was like, I want to get on my computer, my old ass MacBook. It's old, y'all. It's 8 years old. We thugging it out. But it was also, I never really used my MacBook like a lot, so it's still in good condition. I have a ton of music on here, like from my hard drive, and I just keep the hard drive, and I always put the music on my new computers. So I decided to listen to, what was on my laptop instead of my phone, and man, I went down a rabbit hole. And so there was a album that I played by an artist. His name is Asher Roth. He was one of the white rappers in the mid 2010s, mid 2000s that kind of came out. And I played his album, and I remembered that I went to his concert with my boyfriend years ago. I think I was like 25 or 26. And he was actually the opener for the rap group that I really wanted to see. The group they're called the Cool Kids. It was like Chuck English and Mikey Rocks, and they had a show, and Asher Roth was the opener. So anyway, I was just minding my business. I turn on the song, and I'm gonna play a little bit just because Asher Roth is, he's the bomb actually.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear it.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Smooth vibes.
Okay.
And so
I could totally see you dancing around your apartment to that. Just because I know your vibe and your style. So you.
I was vibing. And so then I was thinking about, dang, I ain't heard this in a long time. And then it was, ooh, bitch, remember when you went to that concert and got super drunk? I was hammered. And you know how I know I was hammered? Because the next morning when I got up, my boyfriend was mad at me. And I was like, well, what happened? What did I do? Why you mad? Why you mad? And that was such a tumultuous relationship. And he was just, dramatic. And so he got mad because, Asher Roth was performing, and it was a small venue. And I guess he had called some girls up on the stage to dance. And my drunk ass ran up there and was dancing.
And you didn't remember that?
Fuck no.
Oh my gosh, you definitely were drunk.
I was young, you guys. But apparently I was fucking it up, and then I bent over and was, I was dancing with his ass.
So there was no video footage of this to recollect your memory.
Amen. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And I know my boyfriend at the time was like, I ain't recording this shit. This is not a memory she's gonna enjoy, because I'm certainly not enjoying it. But when you do have those nights that are foggy and the memory comes back to you as time goes on.
Yes.
The memory ended up coming back to me, and I was just up there. I was cute. I had some Daisy Dukes on, little shirt. Like, I was having a good time, and I was, I love a concert. It was an intimate venue. So like, you're right there. And he had us come on stage and dance. And I made good use of my time on stage.
Okay.
But I'm just in my apartment dancing, and it took me all the way back to that moment. And I was just standing there laughing hard as hell, because I'm like, oh my God, he was furious with me. Like, rightfully so, right? But that's when I texted you, and I was like, have you ever heard a song that like unlocked a memory for you? Because goddamn, like, I went down a rabbit hole after that. Like, once I listened to that, then I moved on to the No Ceilings mixtape by Lil Wayne, which last year just went on streaming services. But they have some songs like that. Not all of the songs on No Ceilings are on streaming services, but I have the whole thing on my laptop.
Okay.
So
it took you back too?
Yes, it did. Yes,
okay.
It took me back to a Halloween party. It was a party bus, and it had just come out. So it was like, that was what we were listening to. Don't you know, we listened to No Ceilings on repeat the whole party bus.
Mm.
The whole, that was the only thing we listened to. The only thing we listened to. And that was a good time too.
I love an album with no skips.
Say it. Say it. Front to back.
They don't make them like that no more, child. You be just trying to rummage through the shit.
Yeah.
Where's the good stuff at?
Here's a song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen
speaking of, I want to ask you if you like this particular song. I'm about to write it down so I don't forget it. Because I want to tell you about a memory I unlocked over the weekend, because when you text me that, it got me to thinking. And so I went back into my archives, and I think also because we had just talked about this, it was like on my mind, and I ended up listening to Saturday while I was getting dressed to go out. I listened to the Migos For the Culture album. Let me tell y'all something. Some of my best years I spent in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm not gonna hold you. My 20s was 20ing, okay? And I am really like, if you find your person earlier than most and you are in your mid-20s moving through life with them, have a ball.
Yeah.
But baby, as a single person, a time was had in Cleveland. I'm telling you. Like, when I was listening to certain songs, I can remember being in my car, driving, like going places. It was just unlocking so much. I really enjoyed Cleveland, and I enjoyed my 20s. I'm not even going to hold you. A girl was living. It was a time. But speaking of music, that made me ask you what I wrote down. I wanted to ask if you like this song. I don't like the song. I'm not really a fan of the artist in general. Okay. She just never really did it for me. Okay. But she had a song come out, I guess within the last couple of days, and I'm just like, what direction is you and your label trying to go in? Because it's all over the place.
Are you talking about Lotto?
Yes, in that Lottery song.
Yeah, she's trying to. Every rap girl gets, you get so much recognition and you get so far and so famous. You get that hit, that Grammy nomination, and then they try, now she's going
to duplicate it.
She's doing hit. She's trying to get in her pop bag. Megan did it. Nikki did it. Lil' Kim has done it. I don't like the song though.
I don't like the song. The pop sound isn't a sound for me. But people love it.
It doesn't match rap music to me.
It doesn't. It comes across to me as a sellout. It comes across as you just trying to do anything just to do something. Just to have, I don't know if you, and then another thing a lot of people do these days is they try to appeal to TikTok. They try to, get somebody to create a dance or some trend or something that then makes people stream the song more, and then they get what they wanted out of the song. But it's like, don't nobody like that shit.
She said, don't nobody like that.
Because a lot of them songs, a lot of the little dances and trends and stuff that go viral on TikTok, we know 60 seconds of that song. We don't know nothing else about it. Who made it, who sing it, who rap it, none of that. Yeah. I'm not a fan of, like I said, I've never really been a fan of her music, but I definitely don't like that song. Like,
so you've not listened to 777?
I don't know what that is.
That's her album, her debut. I think it's her debut. But that's actually real solid. Listen to It's Giving. It's giving bad bitch. That's what you're talking about? That's the song you're talking about? Yeah, that's cool. I also like, she's got a song with Nardo Wick. I think it's called like Big Steppers or something. Okay, now I like him. That's my shit too. And my nigga, he gonna die about this bitch. Hey. But everybody's blueprint at this point. The rap girlie's blueprint, of course, is Nikki. Like you said, Nikki's done it. I saw some comments on the post that a blog that I follow had put when they posted her song and like the little video, and they were saying like, all of this is like, this is why I can't keep up with stuff. Because it's what's Nicki Minaj people called the Barbs. Okay, yeah. So the Barbs were saying that Lotto, I guess, had something to say about Nicki's husband being a convicted rapist. Oh yeah, but the person that produced her Lottery song also was accused of rape. Yeah. And it's just like, there's so much that overshadows music at this point. And I'm not saying that, those things shouldn't be looked at. But so much of this shit is like so much more about politics and less about the actual art and craft of the musician. You better speak, Joy. Because you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. At the end of the day, the song sucks. So,
God damn.
So, all of the back and forth about who she worked with and how she called Nikki's husband this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, the song sucks. It's not getting streams in my home.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, all of the political stuff is overshadowing the actual art and craft of rap, hip hop, R&B, pop music that, like you said, everyone's chasing something instead of actually making great music.
Right.
For example, Beyonce and her album Renaissance. Complete wonderful body of work, Shit's blowing up on TikTok, but she wasn't chasing a TikTok hit. The girl hasn't really promoted it.
Ooh. Something else I said before I forget.
Oh,
go ahead, keep talking, friend.
Last week I asked you if you had watched the Rihanna Superbowl performance. Have you had a chance to watch it? Okay.
I didn't watch it just because I feel like it was while an impressive performance to do while you're, in the air and pregnant, it was a bit lackluster. Now, I went to see Rihanna. Here's another thing, you guys. I went to see Rihanna with Pascha.
Yes, the anti-world tour.
Yes, and Travis Scott was the opener. Do you remember that? That was the first time I had seen Travis. You don't remember that?
That he was the opener?
Yeah.
No, but I seen Travis Scott 2 times in Cleveland already. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we saw Rihanna in Cincinnati, and Travis Scott opened for her. Now, I had never really been introduced to Travis Scott. My brother had, though. So, God, Javon was in like high school at this point. So he was like so hyped about me. He was like, "You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, Javon." And I did. And I ain't gonna hold you. He is a what is it?
On a show. Like
he is a performer. Like it is going to be He's one of those.
I wanted to go to the Astro World tour, but I couldn't get a ticket. Tickets were high as hell. But I have such great memories, especially concert memories in Cleveland, that I've gotten to see him. I remember being at my apartment in Strongsville on the west side in Cleveland in the suburbs, because dumb. And I was like, everyone talks about this 3500 song. Let me just play the album. Baby, I was an instant fan. So then he came to the House of Blues, and I'm like, and I went by myself.
In Cleveland? I did not know that.
I went by myself, and it was fucking lit. Lit. So then he came to Jacob's Pavilion, the outdoor concert venue, and my homegirl was in town, and we went to see him perform outside. So I've gotten to see him perform twice, and he puts on a great show. Like, yes. So okay, come on, anti-world tour memories.
So one of the things that made me so let me finish one thing at a time. My brain is all over the place. So the reason that I didn't watch the Rihanna performance is just because I knew what Rihanna gives at a concert, and it's not. If y'all looking for a Beyonce show, that's not what that is. It's never giving that. It's not giving moves and steps and dance routines, and it's not giving that. It's giving what it needs to get. I mean, it's giving Rihanna. Rihanna gives her own thing, and so I just knew that it wasn't like I didn't miss anything by not seeing the Super Bowl performance. The clips and things that I saw on socials, I feel like was enough.
Yeah, got it.
So honestly, I think this was more of just a marketing tactic for her, with seeing her being out there like patting her face with the Fenty. She really was just boosting her.
Did you see that she covered British Vogue, her A$AP Rocky and her baby? I read the article. Wonderful read. I enjoyed it. She's basically signed up to do the Super Bowl for her fans. Her fans, because they've been waiting for music. I don't think she intended on being pregnant as a performer, but things happen. And here's my thing. We love a healthy sex life, and it seems like things are healthy and happy and harmonious in that relationship. But yeah, she, I think that it was like an ode to my music career, because I don't know when the music is coming. She is on an indefinite hiatus. Look, if I'm laying up with my fine man, with my $1 billion empire, and having kids, and basically being able to, live my dream, y'all gonna get the music when I feel like it. And if we never get music, I'm fine with that. I think she knows where her celebrity lies. Rihanna is cute. She can dress. She's got attitude. Like people love her. You know, she's more about the personality and the look and everything. Now, could she sing and hold a note and put a song together and give you a little, you know, a little whatever and a little wine and shit? Yeah, but you know, that's Rihanna, and that is what you're going to get.
One thing I think about Rihanna and both Beyonce is the reason why people really, I guess, kind of like go crazy and obsessed when they announce that they're doing something new is because I think Rihanna and Beyonce both still are old school celebrities in that they don't get into the mix too much.
Right.
People talk about different things. They won't respond. You won't get a response out of them. These celebrities these days, they have to respond to every tweet, every comment, you know, every blog post. And it takes away, I think, some of the mystique about them.
Yep.
Whereas Rihanna and Beyonce, they only speak when they want you to pay attention. So it's like we got to take what we can get. So people kind of like really flock to that when they do something.
Buy my album. It's good.
Thank you. Yeah. You know, one thing I do like that Beyonce did with the Cuff It remix was incorporating the Aaliyah song. It's Aaliyah song, right? 1 in a Million.
No.
What's the mashup?
The mashup is with
Twista. Sorry. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about the one on TikTok. There's a couple of different DJs on TikTok that do mashups, and I was actually trying to create a video to Beyonce and Aaliyah's 1 in a Million. So, excuse me for misspeaking. But yeah, so
they gonna get you.
There ain't nobody gonna get me. The fuck. Yeah, so the mashup thing is becoming like super popular. And I know that you are going to be here next week, and I have an event that we're going to go to where it's like a whole mashup event.
Are you serious? Not you got plans for me?
I've been planning, friend.
Are you serious? Yeah. I gotta get my outfit together. Shit.
Yes, I was like, Pascha is coming, and I'm not going to be the lame friend that don't know what to do and where to go. So I've been trying to figure things out, and I came across that, and I was like, oh, for sure we're doing this.
Yay, I'm so excited. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, I really have to get my outfits together. Because it's a little bit of work and a little play. So I have to make sure that my wardrobe encompasses all.
Yeah, so I've been kind of obsessed with the mashup videos, and then I saw another video that, you know, I say I don't get on Twitter as much because I can't do the think pieces. Like I feel like on Twitter, everybody is is an English writer, and you know, an education. Right, a scholar, and they just, you know, it's like they are like a walking Webster's dictionary, and I feel like people just be putting words together that sound like you know what you're talking about, or they're big words, or they sound smart, or words that aren't used a lot, and then they put it with said subject matter of whatever it is they're discussing, and now what they say is like the Bible. That really irritates me. But something I saw on Twitter this week that I thought was funny as hell that the scholars want to dissect is, did you see this Chelsea Handler video that she created where she was talking about what she do, what her life is like as a childless woman, and she can get up and do whatever the fuck she want to do, and she don't have to be hearing screaming kids. And I thought that video was so spot on, and it was funny. It was just it was satire, and it was extremely entertaining.
When she showed herself going to Paris, I yelled. Because, baby, I can get on a plane and go wherever I want to go.
That lady said, I wake up and I smoke my weed and I go back to sleep.
Vibes, okay?
Then I get up, and then she had wrote on this notebook, and she was like, and then I do whatever the fuck I want.
Period.
It was hilarious. But people were upset because they were like, why are you I don't know if it's the moms, but they were like, you know, you guys act like because we have kids. No, y'all act like that. I know y'all love y'all babies. That's cool. That's fine. But those of us who don't have any are enjoying life. And not that you're not, but we're enjoying life without them. And it's okay for us to say that. Why are you offended by it? Why does it upset you?
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I would love to be a wife and a mom. And I thought I was going to be all of that by 30, and then reality set in. No, sister, it's not going to happen for you, at least not at this time.
Right.
And I had to get over that, and I had to really stop and remember and think about everything I've managed to do at, up until, my big age of 36, the places I've been, the fact that I've been able to pick up and move, because my job relocated me. To long for and to feel like my life is incomplete because I'm not married and don't have kids, kind of, negates all of the other wonderful, fulfilling things that have gone on and are going on in my life. So, like you said, I don't know why anyone is so offended by, her video, and and her commentary. Look, life isn't all about having a man and children. It's just not. In a perfect world, all of us successful, beautiful Black women will be partnered up having kids, but that's not the reality. So we are making do with, with the life that we are given and the life that we, can live. So whatever.
And Chelsea Handler, I just looked it up. She's 47 years old. So she's, likely out of the childbearing age point. And so this is her life. Like, that's real life for her, living her life without children. Why is that a problem?
Right.
I just don't know why everybody got to be offended by everything. Like, everything is like up for debate and phobias and, disrespect and disregard and dehumanization. It's like, we are not, I feel like everybody wants to push this one band, one sound mindset. And we are different people. We're different races. We're different ages. We're different sexes. We're at different parts of our life. We live in different parts of the world. Why would we all think the same way? That doesn't make sense. I like individuality. I like people and things that are different. I don't want to meet somebody who is agreeable to everything I say. It's just, it's boring and it's not realistic. Right.
Please, to our listeners, please excuse the tippy taps of the feet. That's my dog running in and out of this room. He's going to his toy thing, and he's already got what?
Girl, can't nobody hear Luigi over there.
Okay, good, because I'm about to yell. I'm about to yell at him in front of y'all.
And Pascha talk to Luigi down. Like that's her son for real, y'all. For y'all really gonna see. Because she really do got kids. She really finna get Luigi.
Sit your ass down, bruh. Thank you. Moving on.
Well, yeah, I don't like the one band, one sound mindset. I personally thought maybe, and then the other thing is you got to remember, everything is not for everybody.
Right.
So while I thought Chelsea Handler's video was hilariously funny, that could be because I don't have children. Maybe someone who has children wouldn't find it as funny. And that's fine. That's okay. You don't have to like it. It's, not a big deal. Like, if the shoe don't fit, stop trying to put your big ass toes in there and lace that bitch up. Move on.
Dog, you are funny. But you are correct. You are correct. I actually found a lot of enjoyment in that video. I felt seen. Right. I did feel seen. So, yeah, I've never been a one band, one sound. I will never be that. I understand wanting to be on like the right side of history and, maybe being, open to other ideas and being tolerant. Cause you can,
but I don't think is there a right side of history? Because that's even up for debate.
True. I just, I don't know that I want to follow the masses, but I'm not ever trying to be problematic on purpose.
Right. I don't think most people are.
Right.
I think sometimes, like, my grandma always said, everything that enter your mind don't got to exit your lips. So sometimes, like, you can have a thought or an opinion and you don't have to tweet about it. You don't have to say it out loud. You can really keep it to yourself. And I think a lot of controversy and debate could be, kept at a minimum if people just follow that instruction.
Yeah.
So.
Good point, pal.
Well, speaking of controversial women, I don't know if this lady is controversial or not, but I think it's worth mentioning. I was telling Pascha, y'all, before we kind of started recording, and I've said this before to y'all too, is that I'm really prideful. I take a lot of pride in the Same Difference podcast. I like that we talk about different, so many different topics, love and dating, friendships. We talk about,
politics,
work stuff. We talk about, stuff related to the culture. We not on here every week talking about who's popping that pussy, what makes you a hoe, and if you like to be peed on and somebody is spit in your mouth. Like, I just think that is such a surface level conversation that gets tired.
And just FYI, no.
Yeah. I really like that we talk about like things that, really matter. We talk about fun stuff. We talk about entertainment stuff. We talk about, stuff going on in our life. But this particular topic that I'm about to bring up, I think is important, not just now, but as we move towards electing new leaders for, our countries and our jurisdictions. And Nikki Haley just announced that she is running for president. Another woman running for president.
I don't know shit about it.
Yeah, I didn't even know. My mom was the one that actually told me that Nikki Haley had announced that she was running for president. So if you don't know who Nikki Haley is, just a quick background. I don't have a lot of information on her. I think that, we meaning the country, will just continue to get more information as we move towards the next presidential election. And I think that this is significant right now because Donald Trump has already announced that he's running again.
Oh, he did?
2024. Yeah. He's running again. I also think that Joe Biden is going to run again only because he had a physical recently and the doctor made an announcement that Joe Biden is in like this perfect state of health. I don't know if they included, like a dementia test, because I don't know that I buy that. But I think that was announced because I think he may announce that he's going to run again. Personally, Joe is old and I think Joe need to have a seat. Go home and enjoy your wife and kids, grandkids, if you got in them. Joe Biden has said many times that becoming president was a lifelong goal of his. You achieved your goal.
Right.
You ain't got to do this again.
Right.
Do us all a favor and don't do it again. The reason that I'm mentioning Nikki Haley, though, I think is because she has a really good chance of becoming the Republican nominee, going up against Donald Trump for the Republican Party's, who they select to run on the ticket as a Republican running for president. Nikki Haley was as governor of South Carolina. She is actually South Asian born. She is the daughter of immigrant parents who came to this country. She, I believe, was born here, but her parents were not. Her name, Nikki Haley, is a name that she goes by, but her actual given birth name by her South Asian parents is South Asian or South Indian. I have to look again, but it's Nimarata. Yeah, so I think it's just significant. A, she's a woman. B, she is, I guess,
a minority.
A minority. She did something in the White House under, what's his name? Donald Trump's presidency. I have to look it up again. But let's see.
Was she the one that was getting all up in arms about gender neutral bathrooms or something?
See, those are the things that I think are important for us to know. I think like right now, I really just wanted to mention that she was running, but I don't have like, I would want to know, where does Nikki Haley stand on Roe v. Wade? Where does Nikki Haley stand about, like you said, gender neutral bathrooms? Where does she stand on Black history being taught in schools? Because that's a big debate now. I even see some congressperson is trying to get a bill passed that the Department of Education is done with altogether. That to me makes absolute zero sense. But I want to know, like, as we continue to learn more about Nikki Haley and leading up to the presidential election that's going to happen next year, where does she stand on some of those issues? Because if we had to choose between, when I say we, I mean like Black folks and Democrats alike, if we had to choose between picking Joe Biden as the president again or picking Nikki Haley, I think Nikki Haley got a good shot.
Okay.
Provided that she is the Republican, nominated candidate to be on their ticket, I think she got a good shot. Because while most Black people notoriously have this thing in their mind that they are Democrats, I think that's a old, dated mentality. I think people are moving away from that, because if I had to pick, I'm picking Nikki. So far, with what I know. Now, as I continue to find things out, I may have to change my mind.
Yeah.
But right now, anybody running with Joe Biden is up for my vote. Because I can't vote for that man again. I don't even understand why we are. He just had a press conference he did within the last couple of days where he said that he's sending more money to Ukraine.
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
Those poor people in East Palestine, Ohio, are dealing with toxic chemicals in their air, their water, their soil, and there's no federal relief for them.
What about Flint? Is there clean water out there yet?
I don't think Flint still don't have clean water.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's like the homeless epidemic that's going on. Okay.
There's the recession that we in. Okay, people can't afford to buy food, and
like eggs are $17 and shit. Like, girl.
Yeah.
I had to. Me and CNN were in a toxic relationship because I would come home.
Me too.
Well, during the pandemic, CNN would be on morning, noon, and night, and I had to like stop because it was literally consuming my life. And so I actually have not been dialed into politics. Shit, when Uncle Joe and Kamala got in office, I was like, all right. And I haven't really taken a deep dive back into politics and, you know, anybody that's like running. I'm not there. But I am going to get there because, you know, to the listeners, Joy be doing her research. Okay, I don't. So I'm going to start. So I don't sound like a dumbass when we get to talking about things that really matter, you know. And I think that when we are making these decisions, we all need to be well informed. So that's kind of all I've got. I feel like what I've heard about Nikki Haley in the press has been unfavorable. So
what do you mean? Are you talking about something specific?
Well, the thing is that I feel like at first she was someone that was like in opposition of Donald Trump, but now it seems like she's partnering up with him, and I don't like flip floppers. And you know, I question the intentions behind aligning yourself with Donald Trump when you were so against him, you know, as he was running. So, you know, now that there's an opportunity for you to potentially be president, now you want to rub elbows with him and be chummy. And I don't know. I think that's, you know, I'm questioning your integrity and your character. So, but again, I got to do some research. I got to kind of dig into, you know, what it is she's ultimately trying to achieve, which is, you know, getting a nomination and running for president. But like, what are you doing to get there? And I don't know that rubbing elbows and shoulders with Donald Trump is a good look. That's just me.
Yeah, so she used to work. She was, what do they call it when a president is in the White House and you work within their
administration?
She actually used to work for Donald Trump's administration.
Okay.
So I don't know I think at some point, like, she would want him to either not be able to run because, you know, they still going through litigation with the whole him having those documents at his house in January 6th. And so if he's found guilty of things, I guess he may not be able to run. So she may want to get his
endorsement.
Thank you, friend. You just see how
I'm a little smart. Just a little bit.
You're just the pea to my pie. Finish my sentences, and you just know what I be thinking.
Yes, girl. It's that Virgo Capricorn love.
Yeah. So, what I'm seeing now is that when it comes to Roe v. Wade, Nikki Haley herself is pro-life. Okay. But she did not support the notion that abortion restrictions should be decided on a state level, and so that did prompt some, like, I guess, backlash from anti-abortion groups. But you know, as people gear up for a campaign like the presidency, views change, what they promise change, whether they do it or not, because Joe Biden told us he was getting rid of them school loans, and I don't think my balance is at 0.
Right. So
we'll have to see, but I think it's at least worth mentioning that we do have another woman running for president. She is a minority, so we'll see how that goes.
We shall see. Interesting. Okay, so pivot. Because I know our conversation has been everywhere. I'm not watching the news, obviously, but I am watching TV.
Okay.
Harlem. We've been watching Harlem. We were really, really excited for that. I've been watching and I like it. I think it's a wonderful show, but I just learned that the last 2 episodes that we get this week is like the season finale.
That's it.
6 is it 6 episodes or 8?
I think it's 8. So with 2 episodes per week, it's been like 4 weeks, so 1 month.
I don't like that.
Well, how many episodes was the first season though?
7 or 8.
Okay, so it's technically the same amount of time. It's the same amount of episodes.
It's giving we ain't renewing that shit next year.
Why though?
I don't know. I just feel like the way they're rolling it. Well, I guess they rolled the first season. We binged it. We watched the whole thing. So I think this year, to give it, a little more life, they wanted to do 2 episodes at a time. But if, like, that the season is going to be so short, why not just release the episodes 1 week at a time?
Well, what I'm saying is, okay, it says the first season had 10 episodes for Harlem. Okay. But I mean, regardless of if they give it to us 2 at a time, which I didn't like, but I understand it. Regardless if they give us 2 at a time or they give us all 8 at one time, it's still like, just about the same amount of episodes as the first season. So, like, how long did people think that they were going to be able to talk about it? Because really, if you watch it all in one season, in one weekend, that's it anyway. Yeah. They've actually been able to get people to talk about it for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know what people expected. It's maybe 2 episodes short from the first season, but actually after I watched those first 2 episodes, I haven't watched any more of it. Because I want to wait for all of it to get on there, and then I'm going to watch the rest. Yeah, I want to be able to binge it.
I have been. I'll turn on the episodes while I'm working, so I'm not even really dialed in, and then I'll go back and watch it. I mean, what's going on this season is actually really good, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. So okay. I'm going to wait to. I guess we can talk about it more in depth when you watch more episodes, but it's good. I was just disappointed to see that they're already like, hey, season finale, thanks for watching. Like, dang, already?
Yeah, but I mean, because they already, usually they just upload all the episodes at one time. There is no season finale. It's just, you watch all of the episodes. I think they're talking about it more and calling it a finale to get people excited. I honestly feel like a lot of these shows are looking for more of a BMF type of vibe as far as how people stay consistent with talking about it and being super dialed into it. Like on Sundays, everybody, or Saturday nights, whenever you get those shows. What's the other show that 50 did before BMF? Power and Ghost. Like the way that people are like, they are like making sure every week they on there watching that show, and they are fine with it being 1 episode and wait until the following week. I feel like that's what people kind of want. Yeah. But I don't know if that's realistic for them. So
yeah, for that type of show. Well, I just hope that this is not the end, and that we get a season 3, because I like season 2. I like the direction it's going. I like how they brought in some veteran actors, and the cast is an all-star cast at the end of the day with a couple of new faces. So I hope Amazon and the producers continue to, breathe life into that show, and that it goes on for a lot longer. Cause I really do like it.
I don't know how Amazon handles renewing shows like Netflix, but like for a minute, Netflix was like starting a show and it was like it was like a ton of 1 season shows. It's a couple of shows on Netflix I was looking forward to watching again, and they got discontinued. So we'll have to see if Amazon ends up doing the same thing. But if they do, I don't know what else there is on Amazon that is comparable or similar to Harlem that would make me want to. I'm not going to do away with Amazon Prime because I have Prime, but I don't know. All the good shit always gets tossed out the window.
The good black shit.
She said it, not me, but I do agree.
Yeah, so. Okay, well, we will revisit our conversation about Harlem. Because I like it, and it's good. It's so funny, and everyone's just so beautiful, and Tyler Lepley is just, oof.
I was never into Tyler Lepley. I didn't even know who he was until I started watching that show, and I have a different appreciation for him.
You ain't watching P-Valley, are you?
I don't watch stuff like that, friend. I don't. We have talked about this. Y'all tell Pascha, she know. I ain't watching that shit.
That's how I got to know Tyler Lepley. He played Diamond on there.
So tell me, what's he like on P Valley? Is he like a bouncer on there?
He's a bouncer at the strip club.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he was
is he only bouncing people?
He's a bouncer, but he's bouncing as well. And he is actually a veteran who was in the war, and so his storyline is sometimes being triggered by things that go on, and at the Pink, that kind of takes him back to when he was, at war or whatever. So, but yeah, Diamond on P Valley and Ian on Harlem. Yes, more of that, please. That man is fine. He is.
I saw a clip. I had posted it on the Same Difference podcast page. I saw a clip when somebody asked him about what it was like being with a black woman, and he was just like, his ode to black women and being loved by a black woman just made me even like him even more. So
yeah, but he also left his first baby.
I don't know nothing about that, friend. I don't know nothing about that. I was introduced to Tyler Lepley when he was already with Miracle, and she was right before she got pregnant. So I don't want to speak on what I don't know. Now, if he did that, now shame on you, my brother.
Yeah.
But the nigga fine.
I mean, his youngest child with his previous woman is 2.
Okay.
And
so he has that one and the one with Miracle. He only got 2 kids now.
No, he has 3 children. He has a son and a 3-year-old son and a 2-year-old daughter, and then he's got this baby with Miracle. So I think that there was some overlap going on just based on the way his first baby mother behaves on Instagram, and the way she posts. The captions are shady.
Is she a known person? Like, is she?
He is a talent agent.
Okay.
So it sound. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a relationship that happened, and she put him on and got him connected, and then he got in the room with Miracle, and that was that.
Again, I don't know.
But he's still fine. I mean, he looks like a life ruiner. So I can see a man and be like, you are a life ruiner.
Yeah,
you're a life ruiner. So I'm gonna try to stay away.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try. But yeah. He's probably my celebrity crush for sure.
So what are if the last two episodes of season 2 are on there, I'll watch it sometime this week. That way we can talk about it next week. But I don't want to do I can't even commit to getting on Amazon Prime every week and watching 2 episodes. I'll just wait for the rest of them
and binge the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of it all, I'm going to binge it from start to finish, because that's how I watched the first season. So,
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'm with you there.
So today is a holiday. You're off. What do you have planned for today?
A lot of nothing. A lot adulting, actually. I need to go get a new litter box for my kitty.
Okay.
And, take care of that. I'm going to go to a hot yoga class because look, we have discussed me giving up drinking. I don't know, guys. Okay. As of today, I'm not giving it up.
I stopped talking about it. I ain't talking about it no more.
I have given up.
I'm just going to let you live your life in peace, friend.
Well, I've been having a lot of fun, man. I mean, it's Chicago, and I'm, next week it'll be 1 year as a resident. What did Kourtney Kardashian say? I'm just living life. I'm just living life. But with that being said, I've tried to make sure that I have balance. So if I am going to be, eating a little heavy and drinking, I need to be in yoga class, sweating that shit out. I've been starting my day with fresh celery juice, which I actually love. I was worried that, it would be nasty, but I was one of those kids that ate all my vegetables. Yeah, I know. My mom always talks about how I was just like the easiest kid. Like, she never had to fight me on vegetables. I'm gonna say it's because of seasonings.
Okay.
So, because my mom know how to cook a green bean. Okay. Some broccoli with cheese. Like, the vegetables were getting ate, but I ate them with glee. So, drink the celery.
I ate them with glee. I'm done.
Hey, I love me a vegetable. So I started drinking celery juice. And I'm someone that, like, I love skincare. I love taking care of my skin. I love the masks and the good soaps. And, you know, I just care. And I can tell when I need to drink water, all of that stuff. But after drinking celery juice, there's been a couple times, I mean, just 3 days. And I've been like, damn, look at my skin. Come on, skin. So
Let me going to find me some celery juice now.
Well, and then I also noticed too, when I woke up in the morning, I was very clear.
Okay.
Like I've just felt clear, like there was no morning fog. I wasn't groggy. Like I woke up and I was like, up, amen, thank you, Lord, for this day. But I was like, so I liked it. I really like the way it makes me feel. I don't mind the taste. I like the way it makes my skin look. It's an anti-inflammatory. It helps with weight loss, you know, hair growth. So I'm going to keep it up.
Okay.
And you know, if I am drinking celery juice every morning, then I think that might curtail the amount of coffee I like to drink, because I love me a good cup of coffee, especially on a Monday. So yeah,
I've converted to tea.
Yes, girl.
I don't even remember the last time I had coffee.
I tried
sometime in January.
I had tried to have a cup of green tea, you know, and not put a whole bunch of honey in it.
Like
I wanted to be careful about my sugar and sweetener intake, and that shit is nasty.
Yeah, green tea is nasty.
That shit is nasty.
I don't like green tea. I don't like matcha either.
Okay. Are you a sparkling water girl?
I'm not.
You're not?
I like my water without lemon, without ice, and I would like it to be room temp.
I love room temperature water, Joy. I love me some room temp. That's room
I just
temperature.
think that it is so weird when people order Perrier.
Don't judge.
Because if I want a soda, I want it to taste like something. If I want that little bite and sparkle,
That's so funny because I'm a sparkling water girl. Give me some Pellegrino. I like me some LaCroix. I don't know how you say it. I like bubbly. Grapefruit the grapefruit flavor is my jam. I actually went to the grocery store this past weekend. Remember when I was talking about them $17 eggs? And I bought a new flavor of LaCroix, or how you say it? Well, I don't know because you don't drink it, but help me, y'all. Is it LaCroix or LaCroix? But anyway, they got this little hibiscus flavor. My new fave.
So the water has a flavor.
Yes, hibiscus.
Okay, then I can do flavor.
Yeah, I got one sitting right here next to me, and
I can do flavor, but I don't like plain sparkling water.
Got you.
No, absolutely not.
I love sparkling water, like to settle my stomach after a night of drinking.
No, I don't. If my stomach needs to be settled, I need Gatorade and grease. So a good greasy burger from like Five Guys or something.
Ew, Five Guys.
You don't eat Five Guys?
With them little bland ass fries.
Well, why are you getting them bland? Get them Cajun then if you need some seasoning. I personally would take mine plain and I'll just pour the malt vinegar that they have on it.
Five Guys. I do not like Five Guys.
If I need after a hangover, I either want some Five Guys or I want a veggie sub from Subway.
I want a piece of pizza, pepperoni.
Now, speaking of your skin, I went yesterday to Sephora to re-up on my skincare, my Clinique face wash and toner and stuff. And this wonderful black lady in Sephora convinced me not to get it. She had me instead get Rihanna's Fenty skincare. I bought the trial kit, I guess it is. So we're gonna see how my skin does with it. Remember, I had told y'all that I shave my face from forehead to chin like once a month. I actually tried something that I had seen on what's that thing called? Amazon. And I liked it so much that I've actually now linked it to my Amazon store. It's this Ambi. No, it's this Nair. Like, you know how some of the girls would say they put Nair like on their top lip to get rid of their hair. Where Nair has a face hair removal cream that is specifically designed for your face, and it has like sweet almond oil in it so that it doesn't dry you out too much. Loved it.
Really?
Highly recommend.
Okay.
It's linked in my Amazon store. So if y'all go to my personal page on Instagram and TikTok, the link is in my bio. I love it. I don't think I'm shaving my face no more. I'm only using that
okay.
I actually did a review of it on my TikTok page about what I liked about it and all that type of stuff. So we're gonna see how this Fenty skincare does me. You know, it's probably gonna be at least a week and a half, 2 weeks before I can say yes, I like it, or no, I'm going back to get my Clinique stuff.
Yeah.
But it's cool so far. You know, I like the way it feels, and you know, she told me some of the things that she liked about it that she thinks is beneficial, particularly to Black women's skin.
And how does her skin look?
So you know, I was looking. And her skin was skinning. It was doing what it was supposed to.
Okay. I like.
So, yep. And she made some just base. And she was like, I think she told me she was 42. Don't look it. So I'm taking her skincare advice. Yes, sweetie. Tell me.
I like that.
Yep. She made some other recommendations. So I have didn't plan it, but I have a new skincare, you know, products and routine. I still have some of my staples. The Ambi Fade Cream, a staple for me. The one for oily skin. The Caudalie Radiant Serum, a staple for me. Now, it's pricey.
It is.
It's pricey, but I don't mind paying it because it lasts me a long time. A little goes a long way, and it does what it's supposed to do. And I've actually been without it for quite some time, and I've re-implemented it, so I'm excited to see what my skin does now.
Okay, very nice.
So I don't have the celery juice like Pascha, y'all, but you know, we trying to keep it together.
Well,
trying not to let the black crack.
The celery juice is in addition to.
Okay.
I use the Tula probiotic superfood cleanser. I love that shit. I feel like I was having like a bout with adult acne. I just felt like my skin, I don't know if my skin was used to what I was using before, which was a La Roche-Posay's gel Epiclar cleanser, the bomb, but I used it like in my 20s, like religiously. And I was like, and I had a sample of the Tula, and I think I was out of town and I was using it, and I was like, damn, like my skin looks really, really good. And so I switched over. So I've been using that, the apricot scrub, the St. Ives. The skincare girlie say it's a little too rough on your skin. That's fine. I like it. I like it.
And see, that's what I like I like an exfoliant.
That's
I like them beads.
I can feel. I like
yes.
That. So that's a staple in my home. I stumbled upon a brand in TJ Maxx called Valjean Labs. And I have really sensitive skin, so I'm very careful with the stuff that I use. And I have used an eye serum, a vitamin C serum, and I use like a blue tansy and retinol facial oil for overnight. Love it. Love it. Moderately priced. And then my expensive item that I like to use is Josie Moran's argan oil.
Okay.
And so if I'm not doing like, you know, a whole full facial, or I just want to wash my face real quick and get in the bed, I'll wash my face and I'll put that oil on it.
Now, you don't feel like that oil product clogs your pores? See, that's what I'm afraid of. I used to use an oil on my face when I was in my 20s, and I had to stop because I think my skin was changing. And also when I moved from Cleveland to Atlanta, my skin flipped out. Like I was like having cystic acne. It was bad. But my good old Clinique kind of like reset me. But the reason that I opted to go ahead and try the Fenty as she suggested is because, like she said, she was right when she said Clinique doesn't change. They haven't, you know, upgraded their formula.
Right, everything is the same.
They don't. Right, they had, and she's right. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna give the Fenty a try. Now, I also want to get something else.
Yeah.
Because the exfoliant is like, I need that.
Yeah.
I need the beads. I need the scrub.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a go for maybe 2 weeks first.
Okay,
see
I'm
what
excited.
My skin is looking like and doing. And if I feel like it could be that the Fenty products are great, but I personally, because of my skin, need the exfoliant, then I'll go and get it. So we'll see.
All right. I like it.
I also want to include, now you can tell me if you know of anything that you can suggest, or y'all can hop in the comments, DMs, and give me suggestions. But I want to include a collagen powder into my whole situation. I don't know if I should get a collagen powder because, you know, I told y'all I was doing smoothies last week and I have had one smoothie. Now, I've been doing much better with my eating and watching my calorie intake because I have lost 4 pounds.
Okay, and this is 4 pounds.
But this is the thing. Don't get too excited. When I lose 4 more, then we'll get excited, and this is why. I lose these same 4 pounds and gain them back. And then I lose the 4 pounds again and gain. I don't want to gain them back.
Right.
So I've lost the 4 pounds, and I also think that this 4 pound thing that I'm doing is a plateau for me. I have to figure out how to get over this 4 pounds and move on to 5 and 6 and 7 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll figure that out. But have you heard of, or do you have any recommendations for like a collagen? Like, I don't know if I should get a gummy. I don't know if I should just get a multivitamin that includes extra collagen. I don't know if I should do a powder or drops in water. Like, I don't know.
So I tried, I can't remember the name of it. I feel like you got it for me. You bought it for me, a collagen powder once. You bought it for me. We were doing, I can't remember if we were in Atlanta or or you were visiting me in Minneapolis and you bought it for me for my birthday. Like, I think we did a Target run when you came to visit Minneapolis.
Okay.
And you had bought a collagen powder for me because I had always wanted to try it.
Okay.
I feel like I gave it a try, but I was starting to get cystic acne as a result. So I felt like I was overproducing something, or it was. Were
you taking it every day?
Yes, I was. I was putting it in my tea every day.
Yeah. See, I probably won't do every day.
Okay. Yeah. So I stopped. I stopped, and then I tried it a couple times after, but I never really gave it a full chance once I was starting to get and I have hyperpigmentation bad, and I can't be walking around with no big cystic bump right here. Like, even if you see me, like, I have like a little scar just from those bumps, and they hurt, they last forever,
they really hurt,
and then when they finally go away, you got a big ass dark mark, and I'm like, no, we won't do the collagen. I'll supplement it a different way, or figure out how to regenerate, because I don't think you can't regenerate collagen. Like, you lose it as you get older, or you don't.
Your skin starts to get more loose, and it's easier to get wrinkles, which is why I want to implement those things now. Like, she was looking at my skin yesterday, and she's like, you don't need that. You're not there. I'm like, I don't want to wait till I get there.
Right.
We need to start doing the things now. And then another thing I was thinking about is like, the conversations that women have to have about stuff like this to try to, keep our skin tight and, our skincare. And I'm in Sephora and I'm getting, another eye cream, and I'm looking at, I need some new makeup brushes. And in Sephora, you can't go in Sephora, bro.
No.
You gotta have a little money to go in Sephora. And I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna get today. And maybe in, another couple weeks I'll come back, and I'm just like, niggas got it so easy. They
use that little raggedy Irish Spring and go about their business.
On their face and every damn thing. Get a haircut, wash their face, take a shower, and they're done.
That's it.
No, I gotta be researching skincare and collagen and eye cream and serums and dark marks and Ambi Fade cream and Nair face cream. It's like, God damn, y'all.
You got to put this on your face and let it dry before you put the other stuff on your face. And when you're about to go outside, when do I put the SPF on? And how long does it have to be on my skin before I get outside? And how long can I be outside before I have to put the shit on again? And then when I get home, do I need to wash my face and put it on again? And when I go to the gym,
yes. It's never ending. Even when you do your makeup, it's like you do your makeup and it looks good, but then you're tasked with getting home drunk and tired and having to wash and wipe this shit off.
And let's take it a step further. Ooh, this soap smells good. Is your hoo-ha gonna smell good after you use it?
Is she gonna like the soap?
Right. Is she gonna like the soap? There's so much we have to consider. So much we have to consider. And it's just like, I too would like to use 1 bar of soap head to toe and call it a damn day. Gosh. But
yeah, even the stuff I have in my shower, I gotta have a soap, I gotta have a body wash, and I gotta have a scrub. It's like,
I have all, and same. I have all 3.
None of that.
Yeah. Look, my dad has been using the same 1 bottle of Head and Shoulders his entire life. The same, and whatever soap we using is the soap he using. He, just make sure he got his deodorant and his Head and Shoulders, and he good. He is good.
Well, if you guys want to see more of my skincare situation where I'm trying new products and giving y'all some of my staples, tune into my TikTok. It was always joy.
And I'm going to copy because I actually have a bag full of empties. And I'm going to, I'm a product junkie. And in an effort to live a more minimalist, responsible life, clutter-free, I get really excited when I use up something. So I'm going to be going through the empties, and I'll let you know what the product is, what I like about it, and if I will buy it again.
Yes, now that I want to see, friend.
With that being said, I have decided to try some new stuff, and I actually want to do an honest review because the new things I tried I don't like. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind trying.
Self-care, girl. I've been asking you for weeks about self-care. I don't do self-care. What are you talking about self-care? Oh, Miss Girl is doing a ton. So
yeah.
And I want to circle back to that because I'm very excited to hear about, the Fenty skincare and how the likes, dislikes, and are you sticking with it or not? I want to talk about Hinge because you were going to give that up.
Well, I said at the end of the month. So we got 8 days left. Today's the 20th. So we'll see on the 28th where we're at.
Okay.
But when I said I was going to give it up, I did say that I was going to put more of an effort into being present and being communicative and responding back to people. And I've been doing that. And it has been, doing its thing. I might have a little date situation later today going on. I have 2-3 guys that I really have been enjoying talking to just over the weekend. One of them, we've moved the conversation off of Hinge.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see where it goes. It's some promising. I don't know. All of a sudden, when I said I was about to quit, the phones and shit be listening. I feel like Hinge was listening when I said I'm finna quit, and they start putting all the fine niggas on my time.
Okay.
No kids. So send them through.
I have not been back on Hinge since I made the couple of connections that I did, back in January. But I decided to take a look because I'll get an occasional, notification, and everybody was ugly.
See, I hate that because I'll be like, what made you think that you could? No.
Ugh.
Mm-mm.
And and it's just like, well, Pascha, read the bio. I'm not reading no damn bio. I know me. I'm a little bit shallow. No. No. No.
Yep. Same.
I went through 20
sometimes I even
no's.
It's a couple of different things that make me give you a yes or a no. I gotta see, of course, your pictures. Okay, so let's say your pictures look good, right? Then I go back up and I say, and how old are they and how tall are they?
Yes.
If you're a little person, I'm 5'1". I don't want to be talking to nobody that with heels on. I'm looking you square in your eye, telling you, sit down, young man. Girl, yes, everybody's taller than me.
That's crazy. I always love it when I find out that I'm older than people and taller than people because I'm always the shortest and I'm always the youngest. And I'm older than you too.
By 3 months?
I'm older than you, though.
Okay, Pascha. Relax.
Baby, I'm taking every inch of time.
We're in the same age bracket, Miss Mamas. Have a seat.
I was 3 months old.
But yeah, I'll look at the age and how tall they are. Sometimes they put on there if they have kids or not. I try to see what do you do for work? What's your profession? Sometimes they have that on there. Sometimes they don't. And then also not only your face, do you have an aesthetically pleasing face to me?
Yeah.
What your clothes look like? I like a little nigga that got a little swag.
Same.
Same. I like to can I picture myself being, walking in the spot with you?
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yes.
So
I do. I am a sucker for a well-groomed man with some swag and a little game and a little tinge of asshole. Just a tinge. just a tinge. Just a little. You pipe down. Just a little bit of that.
So I feel like next week I'm gonna have maybe be able to tell you all how the date went because I got a hair appointment set and everything this week because I know I can just feel I feel the energy that I'm getting from the conversations and niggas are wanting to take me out and I will let them.
I love this. I cannot wait to hear these stories. Yes. Okay, girl. Yeah. All right. Well, I would ask you what you have coming up this next week, but like I'm gonna be there. So yeah, I'm excited.
Well, no, not this week.
Well, not next week, but
yeah,
when we're ready to record next, like I'll be in Atlanta. So
I'll have to get some more things and activities together. And
later in that
you let me know, like, because I know you coming for work.
I am.
Right. Yes. Right. So you just have to kind of I know the days that you're going to be here, but like your schedule on each day and, let me know what you want to do, girl. But I'm excited.
I know, me too. I haven't been to Atlanta in a while. We love a trip to the Dirty South. Yes, we do. I kind of want to go to a little strip club.
We can do that as well if you want.
You get a little chicken and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I actually really admire strippers. I do.
I'm not into it.
Really? Oh my God, they're up there and they're so beautiful and flexible and they can dance and shit. Like when I see them up there, I'm like, God, I wish that was like me. Like what a fantasy. I wish I was like hot and sexy and confident in that way.
I mean, I get enough looking. I feel like I'm hot and sexy and confident in that way once I get the nigga in the room. But that's just for me and him. Like, it's just, right. I don't know, just being there and being like, I've been to strip clubs, it's never been like my first choice, but I'm going with the group because that's what they want to do. And I don't know, just being in there and just cheeks being thrown around and it's just, I don't know.
I'm not.
But I'll take a chicken wing. Atlanta strip clubs got the best food. So
like the
lemon pepper hots or, something like that, I'm down.
I think what I'm fascinated by is how fit these women are and how strong they are. I think that's it's like, damn, wow, you just flipped yourself up like that? You just came down doing the splits like that? I wish I could do that. Girl, I'll be in yoga struggling, trying to fucking, let's just, stick our feet out and lean forward, girl. Girl, please. Goodbye. Goodbye. We ain't splitting shit over here, okay? So yeah, I'm just, it's the physicality of what that I enjoy about exotic dancers because they literally are really like fit, great bodies. I am not a ping pow ping, so I'm like, dang, like.
But you are though, friend. And stop saying that because you are.
You sound like my other friends. Stop talking about my friends. Stop saying that about you. And I'm like, okay. I'll look at it every day, but I.
So that's all I got, friend, today. I'm just looking forward to. I made me some I made some veggie quesadillas last night. I'm gonna make me some more of those. I'll probably eat those before I go head out to meet this young man because all I really want to have is a drink and a good time.
Okay.
So that's all I got planned for the day. Just keeping my head above water for the rest of the week. That's it.
I will be spending my hard-earned money on my animals. I am going to go to yoga because I spend my hard-earned money on that membership. And I'm going to, I also spend my hard-earned money on bananas and I let them turn black. So I'm going to make sure I have a smoothie today after we get done recording.
Okay.
And that's how my Monday is going. I do have a busy week ahead, but I will also be preparing for my trip to ATL. So yeah, it'll be, I'm excited for the next couple of weeks.
So if you all have any questions that you want Pascha and I to answer, just things you might be curious about us, about our friendship, or just subject matter that you want us to discuss that we can talk about when we are in person to do a podcast, please go ahead and start sending them into us. You can send them to any of the platforms that we on that has messaging, preferably Instagram, because that's just the easiest one. But if you want to drop a comment about something specific that you want to see, let me know so we can make sure that we have it on our run of show.
Please be respectful in the questions that you ask. Thank you, because you ask me some shit I don't like. I don't know.
We're just not gonna answer. Yeah, you can send in any question that you want, but
or I might answer it. You might not like it, so
that's
ask accordingly. Well, all right. That's all I got, friend.
Okay. All right, friends. Enjoy the rest of your off day, your holiday on this Monday, your extended weekend. Try not to have too much fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I be behaving myself, bro. What you mean?
Don't believe you. All right, guys. See you all next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.